Come on. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. What a day. Yesterday, what a day yesterday. A day, one of those days that's going to go down in As One Crookshank history as a day. Absolutely a day out here in South Florida. It's beautiful weather. I mean, oh my God, what a day. To the point where I'm almost concerned with even starting to tell you about it, seeing that it might take me an hour or so to really dive into every single situation. Just let me give you some brief overview. So started out being a part of a life group. We'll start out with the run, obviously, as I always do. And then right on to breakfast with a life group that I met at the church. And then to my life group that I actually started with boxing. And then actually met up with a new we'll call her a new friend of mine now, right? I met up with her and we hung out with little ones, and you know, it was one of those days that when you're new to an area like I am, when you're brand new to South Florida, you moved out here with no family, no friends, no job offer, nothing. You know, one of those days that really you reflect on. Like, there was a point during that entire time where she just looks at me and goes, you know, you've been quiet. This is the quietest I've ever seen you. It's because I was actually reflecting on everything for the past 7 years, since 2016. Close to 8 or 9 years now that I've been here, reflecting on every single moment. And look at this. This is it. This is it. So, it was a great day. And again, I don't have time to fully describe it right now in today's Move Swiftly thought, but at some point I'll etch this one as a day, and then we'll dive into that on another conversation. But as far as today's Move Swiftly thought, I gotta talk to you about the responsibility that comes with being on YouTube. All right, the responsibility that comes with being on YouTube, and how you can actually change a person's life for the positive or for the negative, for that matter. Just know YouTube's platform, and being on YouTube, you never know when stuff pops, never know when stuff goes viral, never know who's listening to you, when they're listening to you, how they're listening to you, what age they are, when they're listening to you, what they're hoping to get out of what you put out there. You just never know. The only thing you could do is put it out there and believe and develop your walk of faith in terms of how you want your content landing with your ideal client. That is the only solution. That's the only thing you can do. All right. So started off, like I said, I was leading a life group. I'm a boxing trainer, so I was leading that group. And there was several newcomers this week. I do them every 2 weeks, and there were several newcomers that came in. That came in this week, and one of the guys who came in, he was telling me how he was from another country. He's from another country, and because of the religious backing of that country, he and his wife actually had to escape from that country. And he was telling me just 2 years ago, I think it was either 2 or 5 years ago, where he said, I didn't even know English. I had no idea how to speak the language. I had no idea. I mean, I thought my come to Florida story was hard, but trust me when I tell you, this guy came to brand new state, brand new area, didn't even know how to speak English. All right. And he looks at me, he goes, look, man, if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't know. I just taught myself how to, learn it on YouTube, and I was able to, learn now. I'm, obviously involved with the church, doing some great things with his wife, because I was telling him I teach, and his wife teaches as well. And it was just a great connection, a great time. And then fast forward to later on in the day, when I was hanging out with the little ones, hanging out with a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, and I was having a conversation. Again, I teach at a K through 5 school, so this is nothing new to me. I have conversations with kids that age all day, every day, pretty much all the time. And much like I actually wrote an article about this too. It's called The YouTuber's Responsibility, because it was much like that conversation I was having with an actual student, where they're giving me specific channels that they follow or that they subscribe to on YouTube. And you're talking about like 50 million, 40 million subscribers and views and all that, like in the millions. And I got to thinking about what I need to be doing to develop my content, develop what it is I'm doing. And it was all this stuff kind of served me as the YouTube creator and the YouTube consumer, and understanding how it can actually change a person's life. And that's what it's all about. That's what self-development is all about. That's why I always tell you, again, makeyourmove.com, one-stop shop for your teamwork and adding and your self-development needs. And that's what you got to do. That's what you got to understand about every single day, every single opportunity that we have to get on, that we have, every 24 hours that we are blessed or fortunate enough to get, you have to continue to develop yourself and 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 continue to develop. All right. So all that being said, as I just mentioned, the main website to check out to dive deeper into all my work, it's makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.